Good afternoon, my faithful listeners, and thank you for tuning in to the Post-Apocalyptic News Radio, your only source for the latest goings-on in the little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. Today is Saturday, the 6th of June, and we are live at the bottom of the hour for more of the latest. And the weather. The weather, which I'm contractually obliged to deliver, as administrative staff lack confidence in your ability to determine if it's hot or raining. Or windy. It is for their sake I deliver these reports of the weather. I sincerely apologize. This week has been steadily cooling down thanks to a storm approaching from the waves. A few clouds have started to come over our wasteland, casting much needed shade. We can expect the rain to fall between Monday and Thursday. With any luck, it'll settle the dust. The dust, by the way, is still an issue. The wind continues kicking up ash and dust into deadly dust devils. Caution is advised when leaving your shelters. For today, however, we have partly cloudy skies, temperatures with a high of 49 degrees Celsius, a low of 41. Moving on. It's time for our daily siege report. The MCR invaded and took control of our wasteland not long ago, but the studio's defense is held. Now, a bitter standoff between your home for music and news and a society of brutes. Gaius continues to be our guest here in the studio. The director seems keen on his ideas, with his objections few, though those few seem to be as firm as steel. While talks continue, we have sent our own envoy, one Mr. Alex Rodriguez, to parley with the MCR, if only to confirm Gaius's claims and papers. Presently, Mr. Rodriguez is amongst the lame mules discussing with them. We have not heard back from him since yesterday. However, we do still have a visual on him. While talks of peace, or tolerance rather, continue, we have found ourselves in a peculiar limbo state, where actions are not presently taken on either side. With that, we're going to be moving on. We actually have an advertisement to run. Gaius was gracious enough to deliver a script with the legatus' seal of approval. It wasn't what I was anticipating, however. Take a listen for yourself. We'll be back in just a moment. Tragedy in our wasteland. One man, Samuel Tammack, was found dead, murdered in the old orchard of Fig Field. Mr. Tammack was found having been bludgeoned to death by a large, heavy, unidentified object, with none among the town with any clear motive, and uncooperative officials. Gerald Tammack will do everything he can to solve his father's murder. Join us in Green Courts Amphitheatre, Thursday and Friday at 1300 hours to follow Richard Coe's The Orchard. And we're back. Thank you for staying tuned. It's time we discuss the beasts that travel our wasteland. Ever since the incident, the wild things of the world have changed. Very few beasts are as they once were. Often morphed and mutated into horrific abominations, these creatures prowl the wastes. Many of them deadly, some helpful, others benign. In this segment, we should discuss our wasteland's wild things. The following is an account from a now missing man from the shores of the Chestnut River, describing a creature that stalks its banks. She's pale, grey. Dust falls from her body like ash and snow. Her skin wraps tightly to her emaciated body, every bone seen in vivid detail. She stands not on two legs, but her 4 limbs, her stomach to the sky, back arched and crooked as if suffering from a disease of the spine. Her face directly facing my own. In that ghastly visage were no eyes, mouth or nose, but hollow, empty holes that stretched endlessly into her skull, an abyss with no end. She shakes with every step taken toward me. She moves like a spider from the foot of my bed. This entity has since been named the Spinning Lady. It's terrifying, the creatures, entities, and myths bred by our wasteland. The Spinning Lady has been reported by 7 individuals, all now missing. If you reside near the Chestnut River, use caution, protect yourself, and don't spend the night alone. But I'm afraid that's going to be all of the time we have for today. It's time for the evening radio music. Before we go, however, I should like to leave you with the afternoon puzzler. Did you discover yesterday's answer? I'll remind you the question was, what do sprinters eat before a race? The answer? Nothing. They fast. Congratulations to anyone who got that one. Today's puzzler is as follows. Why was the coach yelling at a vending machine? Think about it, and tune in again tomorrow for the answer. But for now, I'm afraid that's all of the time we have. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, I wish you all the very best. And, if you're truly out there, good luck.